Who knew that a little girl from a cattle barn climbing on cows and trees would one day be climbing on the world stage and become the most decorated female climber? This is Akiyo Noguchi and how she went on to win 58 Bouldering World Cup medals to become a legend in sport climbing. Hello climbers and welcome back. In an era dominated by European powerhouses like Anna Storr, Akiyo Noguchi faced adversity during her early years. With a lack of representation and a limited grasp on the English language, she found it difficult to find her footing. In a Japanese interview, she mentioned how difficult it was to communicate and make friends during international competitions. And I was surprised to hear this as one of her top challenges that she mentions when she was recalling back to her early days. This shows how much climbing means to Akiyo and that competition is more than just seeing who is the best that day. Despite all these early challenges, Akiyo Noguchi had an infectious positive attitude, and with her diverse skill set, she made it as a top contender after 2 years. What made her climbing style so special that gave her so much success? Well, she actually was never a specialist in one thing. She was never regarded as a monster like Yanya with her ability of collision reduction, or Jane Kim with her unique dimensions that enabled her to fit boxes and climb with flawless efficiency. Akiyo at first was regarded as average, but she had a toolbox of skills that were well practiced in balance. This made her climbing the complete package. You could say that she has incredible flexibility and that she has keen awareness of her body, but these skills anyone can develop. These are no special superpowers like what Yanya has. Akiyo's skills can be trained, and that's why Akiyo is so relatable and inspirational. Her incredible move pool of skills made her find solutions quicker, and as we have seen time and time again, competition climbing is about brains, not just brawn. So she was a good climber, but being a good climber isn't enough to be a legend. Winning the World Cup circuit not just once but 4 times over the course of a 14-year career and narrowly coming in second in 6 other years still isn't enough to be the goddess of climbing. So how is she considered a legend? Well, let's reframe. Flavors come and go, trends die out quick, and many stars shine bright by day and by next daylight they have withered. But Akiyo remained at the pinnacle of sport climbing throughout all those 14 years. No other climber stood the test of time like how Akiyo Noguchi did. And this is what made her great. Starting from an era of small holes and old school climbing moves in dusty indoor venues to the large dedicated climbing arenas that we see and have today, Akiyo Noguchi had to evolve to the current styles of competition, and she adapted where many could not. Today, she is 32 and she is still the top athlete in the women's scene. How is she able to compete and stand at the top amongst all these teenage monsters of today? She uses her deep pool of experience. She always seems to know what to do mentally and problem solves along the way. Here is an example when she asks a judge if she could use the hole on another boulder to top her own boulder. This took mental fortitude and awareness of the rules that only comes with a deep pool of experience. No other climber would have been able to do this calmly like Akiyo did. Being amazing for so long is cool, but greatness is not just your own achievements but also how you inspire others to be great. And many have become great because of Akiyo. Akiyo is one of those who have stood through all the changes and development of sport climbing, a testament of her long suffering and dedication to her craft. And that is why she is regarded as the leader, the anego amongst all the younger female athletes, a mentor to Miho and Futaba Ito. Futaba-chan! But there comes a time in a woman's life where they have to start a next chapter. Find love. But Akiyo never stopped. She didn't have to find love. She was already in love with climbing. But like all things, they eventually come to an end. With the Olympics coming, it seems like many athletes will be retiring after it. The Olympics seems like a deathbed for many of our favorite athletes, and Akiyo will be one of those post-Olympic retiree victims. After nearly a decade and a half of being the world's top elite athlete, Akiyo Noguchi is leaving us in Tokyo. Innsbruck 2021 on Boulder 4 was Akiyo's last climb, but due to the torrential rain, we as the climbing community could not give her the standing ovation that she deserves. So let us now show our gratitude to her by commenting down below what you liked about Akiyo Noguchi and sign off with "Thank you, Akiyo." Akiyo, we wish you all the best in Tokyo and thank you for inspiring us to keep moving forward with your endeavoring spirit as the beacon of positive climbing. Let's climb together.
じゃあねー。